What's going on, my peoples? It's your boy, Mr. OBF. Uh, Welcome to the OBF, the family channel. People, make sure you guys subscribe to this channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to Mr. OBF, Mr. OBF, my channel on Mr. OBF. Been a long fucking day, people, so I'm a little off. Uh, if you guys can donate to the channel, go to the Cash App. It's strolling at the bottom. The name of the Cash App, OBF, the real Cash App. Make sure you guys go there and donate what you possibly can. Let's get into it, people. I'm starting a little late tonight. Worked a little later tonight. Finally, my first day was back today, so I was moving fucking slow tonight. So it is what it is. Um, Listen, man. I didn't really talk too much about the shooting and shit, the mass shooting that happened in Buffalo, because of the simple fact that uh, I'm going to admit, for me, I'm not gonna say everybody else. I'm gonna say for me. It's almost like it's normalized. And the problem and the big issue, the reason that this shit is so normalized the way it is, I feel so normalized by it, is because people, the grown ass adults in the room, will not take responsibility for this shit. Listen, the day I ever hear that somebody went out and put my name in something and it almost sounded the same like me and stuff like that, um what up, Leonard? I would try to figure out what the fuck am I saying to radicalize people to go out and commit mass murder. But we're dealing with a bunch of motherfucking uh evil people in this country, grown ass adults. And that's all I'm gonna say. Listen, that child, because that was a child that went on a white supremacist terrorist attack, because that's basically what that was in Buffalo. That was a child. He was 18 years old. He just turned 18. And the adults around him bullshitted. Now we got Tucker Carlson, the white supremacist Hitler in a suit, that has a platform, on a big platform, one of the biggest platforms in the world, out here pretending that he has no responsibility of the rhetoric that he puts out here. Listen, people, if I continue to sit out here and say I hate this and I hate that, or try to rile up people to go out and do fucked up shit, and then they go out and do the shit, how am I? Why would I, like? What in my right mind? What in my delusional ass mind that I would think that I had nothing to do with that? Like, I motivate people to do better. I motivate people to get out and think differently from others, and try to help and love and respect others. That's what I try to do. That's what I try to put out here on this platform. So for Tucker Carlson and Fox News to sit up here and pretend like they had nothing to do with why this child went out and committed a terrorist attack, just like the January 6th situation, these people take no responsibility. And that's why I feel sorry for these white kids. I feel sorry for these kids, because they got grown ass adults sitting up here taking no responsibility for what they do. They're teaching these children the wrong shit. And that's why these kids are going out committing terrorist attacks, committing suicide, having this hate in their heart, committing violence, all types of goofy shit. Because of the adults, the grown ass adults in their lives, and their people, some of their people, are putting out this bad. Now I'm not going to say bad information. Putting out this wrong information and stirring and riling up these people on somebody's trying to replace them. Listen, If this is how white people gonna act because they feel like they're being replaced, well, just imagine you ignorant ass, some of you ignorant ass white folks. Imagine how black people feel that we feel less than sometimes when we in the, when y'all mistreat us, when y'all some of y'all are racially profiling us. If this is how y'all act, y'all afraid of black and brown people, and y'all pick up guns and try to go in our communities and kill us, shoot up churches and all types of goofy shit that y'all do. Y'all go to murder people. That's how that's how y'all deal with y'all so-called being afraid or angry that you're being replaced. That's how you act. This is how y'all act. This is how let's just get into this shit, because this is gonna be a long ass thing, but I'm gonna try to get through this shit, man. This shit is I don't like talking about this shit because it irritates me. Because if people don't, I worry about the children. I don't give a fuck about these grown ass white adults. Listen, if these people are out here being brainwashed, or these grown ass adults are out here being stupid ass grown ass adults out here being manipulated and brainwashed by these racist ass white people, then that's on them. But these children do not deserve this shit. These white children do not deserve this. And it's sad that we have to talk about this shit because the grown ass adults in the room take no responsibility for their people and their children. They actually help raise these little motherfuckers that wind out to turn around to be fucking killers, murderers, and racist little racist pieces of shit. But let's get into how Tucker Carlson gonna try to spin this. It's all Biden. It's the left fault because he talking about the First Amendment, how people need to stop talking, saying this ignorant shit that he does on national platforms and social media, and what you teaching your kids and all that other goofy shit. And it's all Biden fault. He want to put a little bit of restrictions on guns, so these kids can't get these guns if they so fucked up in the head, right? Tucker Carlson got a problem with that. It's all Biden fault. This is why the mass shooting is happening, because this is why. Let's move on, people.
Good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson Tonight. Last May, a 17-year-old high school senior called Peyton Gendron received an assignment in his economics class. The assignment asked, "What do you want to do when you retire?" He answered, "Commit murder-suicide." Gendron's teacher immediately reported his threat to authorities, who sent him to the emergency room for a psychiatric evaluation. Gendron was there for just 20 hours. As he wrote later in his diary, quote, "I got out of it because I stuck with the story that I was getting out of class, and I just stupidly wrote that down. That's the reason I believe I am still able to purchase guns." But he was lying.
Let me say this, because you can't believe shit that Tucker Carlson say out his mouth. But let's just assume everything he's saying is true. Now, if I'm the parents, I'm the teachers, this little motherfucker's never coming back in my school. First of all, if I'm the parents, I am not allowing my kid to go back to school. This little motherfucker speaks that way, he's going to the crazy home. This is real talk. Like, if somebody tells you, "Hey man, I'm thinking about," you know what I mean? Sometimes I be feeling like I want to kill myself. If somebody tells you that, sometimes they think that way. Hey man, I think we should be paying attention. Don't be acting like, oh, they just speaking in the moment. No, they told you I think like this. You don't ignore that. So if I'm the parents, the teachers and all that, and this little motherfucker say, "Hey man, what you want to do when you retire?" "I want to commit mass murder suicide." What? First of all, need no more internet, cutting all that shit off. First of all, you going to the loony bin. First of all, yo, listen, man. I'm putting that little motherfucker in the loony bin. So yes, I blame the parents. Then you have family members coming out talking about, oh, it was because of COVID. That's why he flipped out the way he did, or he, all of a sudden he done turned to a mentally ill nigga. Man, please, man. These motherfuckers blame anything on COVID, nigga. People, over 1 million people in America died over COVID, and these bitches out here now you trying to say, oh, he went out to kill somebody because of COVID. Because we had lockdowns and all this other shit. Oh, I'm sorry, because he caught COVID. So he caught COVID, and COVID made him go out and commit mass murder. See, this white people shit. This is white people shit. If that was somebody black, we wouldn't allow none of our feminist God to say that no dumbass shit like that. This is white people shit. Let's just move on. And I told y'all, and the reason I keep telling y'all this is white people shit, anytime I hear mass murder, it ain't black people. See, we in the hood. Niggas do drive-bys. Niggas run up on niggas and shoot them. Okay? When you hear about a motherfucker shot a whole bunch of people up in the grocery store or Walmart or wherever, or church, it's most likely white people or another race of person, but another race of people. It ain't black folks. We don't do shit like this. This ain't our type of shit. I'm not saying ain't nobody capable of, a black person ain't capable of doing no shit like that, but it's very rare. That's not even 1% of us that would do some shit like this. But let's move on. But like I said, they should have locked this little nigga up, put his ass in the loony bin. We going off of what Tucker Carlson is saying, because Tucker Carlson, you can't believe shit Tucker Carlson saying because he's a habitual liar. So we just assuming what he's saying is correct. But if that's the case of what he's saying is correct, they should have been locked his ass up and put his ass in the loony bin and never get out. Because once a motherfucker tell you that, he's going to do it.
Gendron's intention to commit mass murder was, as he later wrote, quote, not a joke. I wrote that down because that's what I was planning to do. And he was. Peyton Gendron was mentally ill. His classmates knew that. Gendron made strange facial expressions and said odd things in class. Last year, he showed up for school.
Well, Tucker Carlson, if that's the case, you mentally ill too. Because you make the most weirdest, strangest fucking faces and say it's the most fucked up shit out your mouth. Let's move on, man.
A full week wearing a hazmat suit. Boots, gloves, everything, recalled another student. Police and school administrators understood perfectly well that Gendron was potentially dangerous. That's why they sent him to the psych ward. Even his own parents must have known that something was very wrong. Gendron's diary describes how his mother helped him bury a cat he had beaten to death in their garage and then beheaded with a hatchet. On Saturday, Peyton Gendron...
Now, we're just going off of what Tucker Carlson saying, like he's saying, just assuming that this is true. If that's the case, his mother should be arrested as well. Let a nigga, let a little nigga in the hood go to his mother, talk about he gonna kill everybody. This motherfucker talking about I'ma shoot all you motherfuckers tomorrow and all that shit. And the mother know about that shit, and then this motherfucker go and start shooting everybody up on the block. That mother should go to jail too. I'm tired of the dumb shit. They should have locked her ass up. You gonna help him bury a cat after he done chopped the motherfucking cat neck off. Right there, that is a sign of saying that this kid is gonna go up and wind up he's progressing to wind up going to do this shit to a human being. I don't even think about no shit like that. I ain't never thought about no shit like that when I was young. And I grew up poor and ain't had shit. Think about killing no goddamn animal for what? Let's move on.
Today, Peyton Gendron, as you know, finally did what he said he would do. He committed mass murder. He opened fire on a crowd of strangers in a Buffalo supermarket. He murdered 10 of them. So how did the adults around him let this happen? In a country with functioning leadership, we would be asking that question.
Now,
the signs of mental...
Now, let me say this. If I'm just only going off of what Tucker Carlson said. I don't believe shit Tucker Carlson said. I haven't heard none of this. Only thing I heard was from a family member saying they blamed it on him having COVID. And that's why he wound up flipping the fuck out all of a sudden. This shit that Tucker Carlson talking about, we don't know nothing about that. I haven't seen none of that. So I'm not going to assume that this is right or wrong, but we just going off the assumption that what Tucker Carlson is saying is true, which I highly do not believe. Because he's a habituous liar. I just want everybody to know that. So I don't want people thinking, oh, Tucker Carlson is saying exactly, he's speaking the truth. We don't know that. I'm going to say I don't know that because I haven't seen this. I haven't read this yet. So I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. But anyway, let's move on.
Signs of mental illness were certainly there. The people in charge missed those signs or didn't take them seriously enough, weren't paying close enough attention. In any case, they didn't fix it. They let a killer slip through. So what did they do wrong with Peyton Gendron, and how can we learn from it? We should learn from it if we want to prevent more mass murders. But that's not at all what our leaders are asking tonight, hardly. Instead, they're asking the only question that ever occurs to them.
Well, Tucker Carlson, I like how you said how we should not allow this to happen again, how we fix it. You still ain't tell us how you gonna fix it. The next thing that you do is go back, and now you get ready going to start blaming the left and Biden. See, this is why you can't take Tucker Carlson and these right-wingers serious. They have no solutions. First thing, how we gonna fix it? We should be trying to fix it. Well, let us know, Mr. Tucker Carlson, since you so goddamn educated and so goddamn smart. Do you have any solutions? What they should have did? What you think? How can you help to do some things? How can we help? How can I help this? So this won't happen again. You have no solutions. All you like to do is do the blame game and play victim. Listen, this dude was he was a racist. I believe any of these racists, Tucker Carlson, all those bitches is mentally ill. Because you cannot wake up every day hating somebody else. Disliking people that you don't even know. Scared of somebody because of the color of their skin. Or whatever it may be. That's weird ass shit. That's mentally ill shit. So Tucker Carlson and racists like Tucker Carlson is no different than Lil Shorty, the little mass murderer, the little white domestic terrorist. Tucker and them is no different than he is. The only thing is he actually went through or what he really want to do. Just like these little racist ass white police officers, the same shit. They followed through. They know they got the law to back them. Because I guarantee you, if you made a lot of these, start making these motherfuckers accountable for what they do, I guarantee you they'll stop shooting people. They'll stop shooting unarmed people. They approach the situation better. But it's no consequences for them. So, hey, they can go out here and murder people and hide behind the law. Let's move on.
How exactly can I benefit from this? How can I leverage this tragedy to my advantage? How can other people's suffering make me more powerful? It didn't take long for Joe Biden to find a way. Biden flew to Buffalo this morning to speak about what Peyton Gendron did. There have been a number of mass murders since Biden became president. Some of them have been racially motivated. A little over a year ago, in fact, there was even another supermarket massacre that happened to have the same casualty total. A Syrian-born man murdered 10 people in Boulder, Colorado. He even used the same caliber rifle that Peyton Gendron brought to Buffalo. But Joe Biden didn't bother to fly to that crime scene. He didn't go to any of them, in fact. Biden went to Buffalo today because he thought he could blame his political opponents for what happened there, which of course he promptly did. Watch.
And other nations ask me, heads of state in other countries, ask me, what's going on? What in God's name happened on January 6th? What happened in Buffalo? What happened? To ask.
January 6th and the Buffalo massacre. So how is a political protest at the Capitol related to a murder spree by a demented teenager in New York State over the weekend? What do those two events have in common? And who exactly are these unnamed heads of state who are connecting these non-connected events in conversations with Joe Biden? You may have wondered that, but don't ask.
Time out. Another thing that Tucker Carlson likes to do, right? He likes to pretend that the situations that he's talking about, these things happen. What he's talking about, right? A lot of his conspiracy theories, right? This is really happening. But Joe Biden is the fucking president. You don't believe him. He got more connections than you do to what the fuck is really going on out here. I'm not saying Joe Biden is always telling the truth. I'm just saying Tucker Carlson, he has more resources than you do to know what the fuck is people asking, like, what the fuck is going on? Listen, it's the rhetoric. It's the rhetoric from the right. Because this kid didn't go out and say he wanted to kill a whole bunch of white people. He wanted to kill black people. Listen, people, everything is political. Listen, it's no way impossible. In this day and age, everything's political. And it's been like this a long fucking time, people. Slavery was political. Everything was political. I don't know why Tucker Carlson trying to say, oh my God, they're making things political, or people trying to benefit from it. Tucker Carlson, you do the same shit, bro. You make money off of rallying and misleading people and lying to your audience to make your money. And you talk about politics. Political. Critical race theory. You done made that political. Everything's political with you. What are you talking about? What I do is political. Please, people, don't allow these people to play you like you stupid. They're trying to pretend, they're trying to make this political. Everything's political. Healthcare, everything. Food shortage, anything. Food, whatever it is. Climate change. Cars, materialistic shit. Everything is political. It goes through politicians. It goes through the government. It goes through the state. Everything is political. Racism, whatever it may be. Gay people, everything. Black people, everything is political. So this whole notion, oh, people trying to play political game. Listen, dude, we all do it. Some of us are genuine of why we making it political. Some of us do it to benefit, to mislead people, to get their way, to be in power. He's an asshole, man. And he mislead people. And this is why you cannot believe people like Tucker Carlson. They mislead people. Try to pretend nothing. What he's talking, actually what he's talking about, he's trying to pretend like what he's talking about is not political. Oh, that mass shooting is political. If it wasn't political, why the fuck are you talking about it? Sports, anything you want to put is political. The nerve of these people, man. Just sitting out here misleading people intentionally, trying to mislead people intentionally. And then try to, oh, I ain't doing that. Yeah, you are. You're doing the same shit. You saying Biden doing it. You doing the same shit. When you have certain guests on, Tucker Carlson, and you're talking about gas prices, or you're talking about police brutality, when you defend cops and you bring on people to defend cops, political. You have an angle that which you're trying to put out there. That's political, you ignorant bastard. We live in a time of stupid people, man. Or they think we stupid. Let's move on, man. This dude, man.
Wonder that, but don't ask. Because it's not meant to be asked. It is instead a dream sequence. It's a rhetorical device meant to connect everything that might challenge Joe Biden and bunch all of these things together in the same repulsive moral category.
Because they do, they all are. If you're talking about people, this kid didn't just pick this up. He did. Oh, listen, man. Even if you're talking about mental illness, it's political. We need to talk about it. The politicians need to talk about it. The governors, the mayors, the people that's on the Senate. People in general, just regular people talking about mental illness. How can we help people that's mentally ill? It has to be political. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about, Tucker Carlson? When you keep bringing up the border, bitch, political. You get mad because nobody want to talk about it. Y'all motherfuckers only want to talk about the border. Nobody, if you ever notice, Democrats don't never talk about the border like that. You know why? Because there's nothing wrong what's going on at the border. The problem is the Republicans don't want other races of people over here. It's too many of them already. That's all it is. They don't want to help nobody else. You know the crazy shit about it? They keep lying to these people, these voters, these dumbass Trump supporters and Republicans. They keep lying to these people. They want to stop all the immigrants from the border to come over here because they're taking the jobs and they taking this and they taking that. But mind you, people, this is the same party that is helping the Democrats as well ship jobs overseas. And then if they do have jobs over here, they mistreat the people that work at the jobs. But somehow, some way, these Republican politicians keep bringing up the border. They trying to save us from the illegal immigrants. Listen, man, I keep telling y'all this. You just seen it. and this ain't the only one this week or this month. It's white supremacists that is going around committing mass shooting, not immigrants. It is white folks. They are going around shooting up churches, burning down churches, going to markets, shooting up people in markets, going to Walmarts and shooting up people, murdering people. They are doing that. They the motherfuckers that went and go storm the Capitol because they didn't like the election. They believed in a lie. Trump lost. They stormed the Capitol, nigga. It wasn't a whole bunch of Muslims. It wasn't a whole bunch of Black Lives Matter, Antifa. It was a whole bunch of white people. It was y'all people. Stop trying to blame immigrants and black people and the gay people and other minority people for what the fuck you doing to the country. Y'all fucking the country up. You bitches don't know how to mind your business. Got the Kerns and Kevins walking around this bitch asking me, what are you doing in this neighborhood? None of your fucking business. Are you the police, bitch? Stay on your property. What are you worried about it for? You can't blame the Muslims. You bitches is over here murdering American people. Y'all people. White folks, these are y'all people running around this bitch murdering Americans. Mass shootings. The fuck are you talking about? Have you seen any little essays running around going to Walmarts and white neighborhoods and shooting up a whole bunch of white people? No. Have you seen a whole bunch of black folks? I mean, a black person go to a white neighborhood and go to a market and shoot up a whole bunch of white folks? And then write a little diary like a little book. These motherfuckers writing essays. I'm sorry, they writing essays. If you ever seen that, a black person write an essay saying why they going to go shoot up a whole bunch of white people at the market. You ain't never seen no shit like that. It is you, white folks. You're fucking the country up. And then you keep bringing in your make-believe white God and acting like God don't want abortions. Bitch, listen. You bitches don't give a fuck about these children when they're born. Why are you caring about when they're in the womb? You don't want to do nothing for the children while they're here. Oh, I'm sorry, you want to indoctrinate, you want to brainwash them to be racist. And white people, just think about it. Y'all ain't breeding like that. Ain't nothing but black and Hispanic people and Chinese people out this bitch fucking really like that and producing kids. Y'all ain't doing that. Y'all ain't even fucking like that. You can talk about all the no good daddies that got a whole bunch of kids ain't taking care of their kids, but at least they producing. The fuck out of here, man. You bitches out here, I swear to God, man. Listen, I just don't like this where we at in this country right now. White people want to play like they the victims and shit. And then when they people do mass shooters and shit, oh, he was mentally ill. You always got an excuse for something. Oh, George Floyd was flipping out because he was high. Did they kill a mass shooter? Did the police roll in that bitch and lay his ass down for murdering people? Did they do it? No. But George Floyd was high. He was in handcuffs and fighting and saying that he's claustrophobic and he might was tripping off some drugs. They killed him. But you blame everything on George Floyd. Man, fuck y'all, man. God rest George Floyd's soul, man. Y'all bitches ain't shit. Fuck that little white kid. Fuck him. He a murderer now. He threw his life away. And I don't give a fuck if he mentally ill or not. They should have murdered his ass for murdering innocent people. George Floyd ain't killed nobody, nigga. And they killed him. But this little mass shooter goes in a black neighborhood and shoot up people, murder 10 people. And the police let him come on out. Man, look, that was the time for the police officers to break the law. But I guess not. You only break the law when you fucking with black and brown people. Okay, let's move on, man. I can't stand these fucking people, man.
January 6th, mass murder, the bubonic plague, it's all the same, it's all bad. And because it's bad, Joe Biden informed us today, after 250 years, we're going to have to suspend the Bill of Rights. And we're going to begin where the Bill of Rights begins, with the freedom of speech.
You can't prevent people from being radicalized to violence, but we can address the relentless exploitation of the internet to recruit and mobilize terrorism.
The relentless exploitation of the internet to recruit and mobilize terrorism. Okay. But can anyone
It's not okay. Because it's the truth. And just because you don't believe that, because you actually brainwash these stupid people. Listen, people. This is not like some freedom of speech type shit. Like that. Like I don't even get mad. Like when they took my channel down, I got mad because I was like, "Yo, how am I bullying people?" Right? But I needed it to be explained to me, right? Because it's not been explained. You just somebody say that you bullying. Like how am I bullying? What am I saying? Like certain shit I need to be explained to me. You just can't say I did something, right? But and then you take the video down, so it's not like I can go back and look at the video and say like, okay, let me see where I was bullying. Or let me see where I was saying anti-Semitic shit. Or I was putting out wrong information. Right? I can't even go back and look at that, right? On social media. That's a different story. Now, these people are actually putting this shit out on the internet, on these social media platforms, and recruiting white supremacists. It is a fact. It's not like it's not happening. Tucker Carlson wants people to believe it doesn't exist, just like racism doesn't exist in this country. I guess racism doesn't exist in this country. We just had a white supremacist just go and murder black people and made a manifesto talking about he wanted to kill black people. That ain't racism. But I thought racism doesn't exist. I thought we don't live in a racist country. This kid, I don't give a fuck if he was partly mentally ill. You don't just pick that up. Mentally ill people usually don't hurt people. They usually hurt themselves. Ain't nothing wrong with these people. They cult like. They're being taught this shit. And every time these white supremacists do something, they always act like, oh, they mentally ill. No, they not. No, they not. I'm sick of that shit. They are not mentally ill. They are a bunch of hateful ass people. That's what they are. I ain't listen. You ain't hear none of the motherfuckers calling when they was when some Muslims was doing terrorist attacks in the country. Ain't none of them white motherfuckers was talking about they was mentally ill. No, they was ready to pick up arms and go over Afghanistan, nigga. Ain't nobody say they was mentally ill. So these white supremacists that go off and commit terrorist attacks in this country or anywhere else in the world, they are not mentally ill. They know exactly what they're doing. Fuck that shit. I don't give a fuck. He chopped the cat off, cat head off. I don't give a fuck. That shit, you know, they downplay people that really truly do have mentally illness, that are really mentally ill. No, they evil devils. That's what they are. I know mentally ill people. They ain't racist. They ain't got no racist shit in them, or they just mentally they disturbed a little bit. If you ever seen somebody with dementia and shit like that, that's usually somebody that's mentally ill. That's what mentally illness is. These bitches are sitting here talking about mental ill. They mentally ill. No, nigga, if you can sit there and write about some I'm gonna kill black people and Jews and gays and Mexicans and other minority people and Chinese, if you can do all that, ain't nothing wrong with you, bitch. Ain't nothing wrong with you. I know mentally ill people. I seen mentally ill people. The fuck out of here with that shit.
Show has anyone ever shown that this specific case, Peyton Gendron, was, quote, recruited and mobilized by the internet? Well, no, in fact. By his own account, he was mentally ill. He snapped. He'd been planning this for a long time. He did what his diseased brain commanded him to do. The internet did not make him do it. He did it himself.
He a liar. He a liar, man. He a liar, man. Listen, so let me just say this. So everybody that's in the cult, they mentally ill too, right? Everybody out here gang banging and shooting and shit, all these motherfuckers are mentally ill, right? Listen, people, any violence that goes on in this country and a motherfucker and tell you intentionally that he's going to do something, he's mentally ill. If we're going to go off of what Tucker Carlson is saying, I don't be hearing this empathy for niggas shooting and killing each other in the black community. Why you ain't saying none of them are mentally ill? If that's the case of what you saying, Tucker Carlson, these niggas that's out here shooting and killing each other in the black community, they are mentally ill. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Only white people, these white racist, domestic terrorist motherfuckers can get away with, they make excuses for them and be like, oh, they was mentally ill. Ain't nothing wrong with these motherfuckers. Ain't nothing wrong with them, people. Ain't nothing wrong with them. Just like ain't nothing wrong with niggas in the hood shooting and killing each other. Ain't nothing wrong with these niggas. These niggas are choosing to kill each other. Half of the time when these little niggas be going out shooting and killing each other, they high. They intoxicated. A lot of the times. This little motherfucker could we get some blood tests to see if he was high or something? Maybe he was high. But mentally ill? No. Listen, you white domestic terror, you racist pieces of shit is not getting no pass from me. Mentally ill. Fuck out of here. Ain't nothing wrong with that motherfucker. That motherfucker had enough time to write him a memo and saying, hey, this is what I want to do and blah, blah, blah. Ain't nothing wrong with him. That bitch can read and write, can he? Ain't nothing wrong with him. Ain't nothing mentally ill wrong with that bitch. Fuck out of here.
But even if Gendron had been, quote, radicalized by what he read on the internet, what then exactly? Many have been radicalized by what they've read. Paul Pott was radicalized by reading Das Kapital. He went on a murder spree. He killed more than 1 million people. Should we ban that book? Should we ban all books, all internet sites that, quote, radicalize people? What exactly is Joe Biden saying here? Well, he's saying that thanks to what happened in Buffalo over the weekend, you no longer have any rights at all, including the most basic.
Listen, people, I just want to say this. I need y'all to really understand what he's trying to say. He want white people to be able to do whatever the fuck they want. Like, go back to when segregation and slavery. That's all it is. Every country have rules, nigga. Every country has rules. Just like it was law that black people were slaves. So I guess you was okay with that too, Tucker Carlson, you piece of shit. Certain laws got to get changed. Everybody, listen, man. Listen, words, listen. When people sit out here and tell you that words don't matter, it does. Because you got people out here that is not very educated. Let's just be honest about it. A lot of people in America is not educated. That's just how it is. And you gotta, and what I mean by that, you gotta see a lot of people in America, what I mean by not educated, they don't even know the history of the country fully. I don't even know all the history. Doesn't mean I'm not educated, but I know a lot more than they probably do. I tell you that shit, because my behavior shows that I know more. How I treat others. How I have grown from past thought processes I had or beliefs I maybe had, and I was like, you know what? That shit ain't cool. I used to call, and not necessarily calling gay people the F word a lot of the times. I don't think I did that much. I probably did, but I, just using the F word like that where I come from to somebody that I know that ain't gay, just it's like basically calling them pussy, right? You a punk motherfucker. Punk ass bitch. Like, that's what that meant, right? But even though I meant it in a certain way and didn't mean it in the way how gay people may look at it, it still was offensive to them. So I can't use the word. Matter of fact, put it like this. I could use the word, but it could be consequences for it, right? I don't want gay people to think I'm homophobic. Or I dislike them, or I hate them. I got gay people in my fucking family, so why not show the respect? They don't like you using the word. Like, black people don't like, some don't, a lot of black people don't like white people or any other race using the N-word. What's your problem? Don't tell me it's in a rap song, bitch. Yes, we can use it, you can't. Just like gay people, they can use the F word, nigga. Nobody give a fuck. That's their thing. White people, y'all got a lot of y'all shit. And I told you, these bitches are so hypersensitive now. You call any of these motherfuckers racist, because they most likely is racist. If you ever see a white person get very upset because you calling them racist, they most likely are racist. Because you ain't just going to call no random white person a racist because you having a disagreement with them. They will have to say something, or they have done something to make it seem to you to, as a black person, be like, yo, they on some racist shit. What the fuck? Fuck going on here? Now white people are telling you, you don't even know, black people don't even know what racism is. We too sensitive. Well, bitch, don't be sensitive. Why are we calling you a racist then? I ain't just going around calling random white people racist. I get in an argument with a white person, I'm just like, oh, you on some racist shit. I ain't doing that. But white people do. White people, when they get upset at black people, what the first thing they do? A lot of them call us niggas. But they ain't racist though. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. I smack the shit out of you. Listen, I'm telling you, you call me a nigga tomorrow, I'm gonna smack shit out you. And I don't condone violence, but I'm just telling you. Because most likely, if you in my presence, like if you in my space, I'm gonna smack the shit out you. If you somewhere far calling me a nigga, that's fine. But I bet I'll tell you one motherfucking thing, you better not come close to me and get in my motherfucking space and call me a nigga. That's a right for me to whip your ass. And I don't give a fuck if it's law or not. I got bail money, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Let's move on, man.
Which is to read what you want. After nullifying the First Amendment, Joe Biden moved to the Second Amendment.
The venom of the haters and their weapons of war, the violence and the words and deeds that stalk our streets, our stores, our schools. This venom, this violence cannot be the story of our time. But there are certain things we can do. We can keep assault weapons off our streets. We've done it before.
So because a mentally ill 18-year-old used a specific rifle to commit these crimes, you can't have that rifle. Now, Joe Biden's bodyguards
First of all, every time you see a mass shooting lately, in the last couple of years, they got AR-15s, nigga. They got a little pistol for backup or something, but they using AR-15s. Facts. Shit, you see these niggas on the street, these niggas rolling out with AR-15s on niggas. We call them choppers. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Excuse me. Get them motherfucking guns out the street. First of all, no, if you ain't legal, you're not legal to have those guns, you shouldn't have them anyway. There's too many illegal guns on the motherfucking street. Mind you, these motherfuckers are getting legal guns and committing mass murder. Just trying to tell people, man. I don't give a... Listen. I'm real serious about this. Like, I don't like guns, so I could be biased about this. Listen, I believe it should be very, 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 very hard for regular citizens to have guns. I don't give a fuck if it's AR-15 or handgun, nigga. I don't care what it is. It should not be easy for us to have guns. Listen, first of all, we can't even stop motherfuckers from getting illegal guns. And Tucker Carlson trying to act like it ain't a problem with guns. It's a problem. We can't even stop the motherfuckers from getting illegal guns. Listen, people, it's probably about 80% of the people in the country that got guns. About 30, I'm going to say more than 30. No, I'm going to say, I'm going to say 90. 90% of the people in America probably got guns. I'm going 80, 85. I'm going to go 80, 85. A percentage of Americans have guns. It's probably about 30 to 25% maybe have illegal guns. And it might be higher than that. I'm just doing a ballpark figure type shit with this. Listen. Everybody got a fucking gun, man. And then everybody wondering why, excuse me, the crime rate going up. People getting shot, people dying. Nigga, everybody, all motherfuckers, you don't hear about a whole bunch of people using hammers and shit, niggas, and knives and shit. You hear about niggas shooting motherfuckers. That's all you hear about. The thing about over there in London, the crime over that bitch ain't high, nigga. It ain't high. But you know why? Because ain't nobody got no guns. Oh, yeah. Let's move on.
Bodyguards can have that
Excuse me.
rifle, so can Nancy Pelosi's, and of course they do. In fact, you pay for it all. But they're important, and you are not, so you can't. So because the people in charge fail to protect shoppers in Buffalo, you're not allowed to defend your family, despite the fact you may believe your family's every bit as important as Joe Biden and his family, and Nancy Pelosi and her family.
It's awfully cute that you want to sit out here and get people to get guns. It's your right to get guns. But you don't fight hard enough for workers out here to get affordable health care. You're not out here fighting for workers that have high minimum wages. But you want them to have guns though. Think about the stupidity shit that he put out here. I don't hear Tucker Carlson fighting for that. You want to fight for guns. For what? Guns kill people, but minimum wage helps people. High minimum wage helps people. Unions protect people so they won't be mistreated by corporations. Healthcare can help you live if you got good healthcare. You don't talk about that shit though. You on the opposite of that. Oh no, I'm siding with the corporations. Just like now, he's siding with the gun manufacturers. That's all he doing. Because he probably get he probably get money and shit from, the gun corporations. Like, it's weird shit. I don't even know why people don't see what he's doing. Like, what? You fight, it's your Second Amendment. So what? The police violate black people's rights all the time. First Amendment rights. They violate our rights all the time. I don't hear you talking about that shit. Illegal searching cars. Oh, I smell marijuana. Bitch, get the fuck out of here, man. Marijuana is still illegal in some of these states. A lot of these states, even on a federal level, it's still illegal. But motherfuckers can drink. All you gotta do is put in the same laws for that you have in alcohol for marijuana. That's all you gotta do. For cigarettes, all that shit. Cigars, all that. Have you heard somebody smoke so much weed that they killed somebody when they was driving? No. But you hear when motherfuckers drink too much of this shit and alcohol and liquor, you get behind the wheel, you fuck around, kill somebody. It's a very high possibility you could kill somebody. But this is legal. They got regulations and all this shit on this. Laws and shit when you can, drink, when you don't drink with it. Like, come on, bruh. But Tucker Carlson, you fighting for guns that kill people. Don't tell me about protection. Y'all don't even protect workers. Get the fuck out of here. Tell me about no motherfucking guns. They don't want you to have guns to protect your family. Man, get the fuck out of here. That is a goddamn lie. You're lying, number one. Then number two, okay, you ain't fighting for people when they go to work at these 9-to-5 jobs. You don't even want these. You fight against them having unions to protect themselves. Oh, I'm sorry. No, my bad. No, you cool with the police union, though. I'm sorry. It depends what union it is. That side with your bullshit. Man, get the fuck out of here. Tucker Carlson, you a piece of shit, and just like the rest of them that believe in your dumbass shit.
But they're not as important. So we're going to defund the police and disarm you. That's how it works now. Sorry. And then Joe Biden got to the main point of his speech.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you brung that up. Defund the police, Tucker Carlson. Let me break some shit down to you. You're talking about people want to defund the police. How about the police defunding themselves? Because every time they go out here and they violate people's rights and they abuse the citizens or they murder or paralyze them. A dude just got, I forgot what state he was in. I think last year, something like that, maybe. They paralyzed the man. He fell. He was running from the police. He fell. The motherfucking police officer stomped on his neck and paralyzed him. And then lied and said he had guns, dope, all that shit. They lied on him. Let me just explain something to y'all. If people just do a little research, all the stupid or Blue Lives Matter, you stupid idiots. If you do a little research, just a little bit, okay? I know you conspiracy theories, you don't believe in shit, but if you just do a little research, you stupid bastards, do you know that the police is defunding themselves? Because every time they turn around, they got to put out millions here, hundreds of thousands here, hundreds of millions here. Listen, people, they just gave this dude that got paralyzed $10 million. And all the police didn't have to do was step on this brother's neck. Because they couldn't control them, so they was angry he ran from them. Because that's usually what it is about. I told y'all, police get mad when you run from them. That's why they shoot a lot of them in the back. But brother just got shot in the back of his neck, running from him. They shot him in the back of his fucking neck. And then try to say it was a good shooting. Now they get ready to get sued and get ready to defund themselves. But they want more money because they defunding themselves. They got enough money. The bitches is defunding themselves. They in lawsuits, they give hundreds of millions of dollars of our money. They're defunding themselves. And the reason they continue to keep doing it is because there's no consequences for these pussy motherfuckers. How the fuck you gonna be the police and you out there trying to stop drugs from being on the street, but you bitches is boosted up on fucking steroids? You think they getting piss tested? No! Every week these bitches should be piss tested. Every motherfucking week. Every month they should be going to counseling. Every goddamn month. You don't even got the right policies in. What the fuck are y'all... Man, listen, man. Defund them. We ain't even got to defund you. You're defunding yourselves. Police. Law enforcement. You're defunding yourselves. The fuck you talking about? They want to defund the police. You're defunding yourselves because of your own behavior. Try to blame. Oh, yeah. Oh, they want us to, they try to defund us. The left trying. No, you're defunding yourselves. You're wasting taxpayers' money on because you don't know how to behave yourself. You don't know how to conduct yourself as a police officer. Fuck you, police. Listen, man. All police bad. All of them. All of them. Even the ones when they try to do something good, what happens to them? They get demoted, they get fired, they get bullied. They get discriminated against. They get choked out. Remember the cop choked the woman out because she tried to stop him from fucking this dude up that was already handcuffed in the car. He chokes the female police officer. I don't hear, where the Me Too at? Where the Me Too was at? A police officer man choked another police officer female. Where was Me Too? The police is out of... People, the police commit more domestic violence in the country. Fact, look it up. And you know why? Because them bitches on them steroids. They ain't getting counseling. If the job that stressful for you, you got a lot. You know, we deal with a lot out there. Go to counseling. Why? Listen, I don't mind giving y'all money to go to counseling so y'all learn how to treat the citizens. But why are we going to give you more money to beat our ass? To commit more crimes? You commit more crimes just as more than the criminals. The fuck are you talking about? How the fuck a traffic stop ends up in violence or murder? You pulled a motherfucker over because they was speeding, the taillight was out, but all of a sudden now the motherfucker's killed, he murdered, he get beat up. They pulled a motherfucker that was paralyzed out of a car. He was telling them, hey man, I'm paralyzed. He didn't give a fuck. Then they get sued. They defunding themselves. Stop allowing these dumbass police officers and these dumbass right-wingers, these Blue Lives Matter motherfuckers, these right-wingers that tell you, oh, the left is trying to defund. They're defunding themselves. They're wasting taxpayer money because they are on roids, or they don't know how to conduct themselves, or they power tripping, nigga. Or they racist. And they ain't getting counseling. And they getting backed by the U.S. government to allow them to abuse the fucking citizens. But they somehow the victim. When they were talking about, they went to a restaurant. That restaurant got a right to tell you, get the fuck out. You bitch. He told you your presence is intimidating the people. Well, they don't like the police. We here to protect and serve. Bullshit. Bullshit. Just because at that particular time you eating, bitch, you ain't beating nobody ass or shooting them or killing them, doesn't mean that you ain't doing criminal shit. Or you haven't done criminal shit. Or you ain't getting ready to go do some criminal shit. Listen, people, I can't speak for everybody else. As a black person in this country that is from Baltimore City, if y'all ain't hear the story, nigga, they got the shit on HBO that's coming out about these crooked ass cops that was planting drugs or taking drugs from drug dealers, nigga. They wound up turning into the drug dealers. They was the middleman, nigga. So my feelings when it comes to the police, all those bitches are crooked. Oh, Kenny, they went to jail. They was doing this shit for over a decade. Longer than that, because I know some police officers when I was in the street, they was doing that shit. The fuck out of here. They just haven't got caught. How the fuck you gonna tell me you trying to protect and serve the community when you're committing crimes? We don't believe you. You need more people. Get the fuck out of here, man. So Tucker Carlson, suck my dick, you bitch ass motherfucker, you white supremacist, for out here sitting out here talking about, oh, they want to defund the police. Bitch, they're defunding themselves. The police are defunding themselves. Look it up. Just do a little research in your state and see how much money the state has to give out because on the behalf of crooked police officers that's breaking laws, abusing the citizens, or murdering the citizens, or racially profiling the citizens in your state, and see how much money they're spending in your state because of these police officers. Look it up. Just do your state. Because if you start going around the country, just like the country, oh, woo, we in the billions. They in the billions of lawsuit money. Wasting our money. Just wasting money.
The people who criticize his immigration policies are responsible for the violence you saw in Buffalo. Here's the President of the United States explaining that.
The hate that through the media and politics, the internet, has radicalized, angry, alienated, lost, and isolated individuals into falsely believing that they will be replaced, that's the word, replaced, by the other. And I condemn those who spread the lie for power, political gain, and for profit.
So you lock the country down.
Oh, time out. That's rich. Coming from you, Joe Biden. What you doing is political game too, bitch. You work for the corporations too. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I told you, he's not wrong about what he's saying. He's the wrong person to be delivering the message. The fuck out of here, Joe Biden. You piece of shit. Listen, you think you somewhat better than Tucker Carlson, bitch? You might not be as racist as he is, but we know you're a bigot. You pretend that you're not racist. That's even worse than me. I'd rather for you to tell me that you don't like black people and you just a pure racist. I'd rather for you to do that so I know where I stand at. So I know where I gotta lay your bitch ass down when if you ever come to approach me in any way. Because now you a threat to me. And now I know. I don't have to wonder or guess, is he a racist? Or ask other people, is he a racist? Did he say something racist? I ain't got to do that because he already let me know where he stand at. I'm good with that. It's the motherfuckers like the Joe Bidens of the world that get on my motherfucking my nerves and anger me. The Tucker Carlsons in the world. They anger me. Say all this racist shit or do little racist shit and then try to pretend that they ain't racist. Photo opping black people. Get the fuck out of here. Every time I see black people go out there and be photo op, that shit is insulting to me. Ain't standing for shit. But I guarantee you, if you go over there and you sit aside and you talk to Minister Farrakhan, oh, you anti-Semitic. You okay with anti-Semitic shit. Oh, but the white people can say all the racist shit in the world and they still can get on national platforms. The View will still interview them. MSNBC, CNN, definitely Fox. Nigga, I ride with Minister Farrakhan. Fuck them. I don't give a fuck. Call me anti-Semitic God you want. I don't give a fuck. How the fuck a racist gonna call me anti-Semitic and you racist too? If I'm anti-Semitic, then you racist. You just as anti-Semitic or racist as me. If I'm racist and anti-Semitic, the fuck out of here. Cause I ride with Minister Farrakhan. Nigga, Minister Farrakhan have not said, hey, you know what? We should not treat gays equally. Never said it. Never said it. He just said in his belief where he at, the gay shit, he don't, they don't allow that shit. That's their shit. It's just like religious people. I'm okay with that, but in society, your church is whatever it is. That's your own personal shit. But in society, you have to accept. It just is what it is. Keep that hate to yourself, or your dislike, or whatever your beliefs is. Keep that bullshit to yourself. But I have never heard Minister Farrakhan say, oh, he's okay with not treating gay people equally. Never heard it. He don't believe in gay marriage. Okay, fine. So what? But there's a lot more people that do believe that gay people should go ahead and get married. That's his own personal belief. And people always, he anti-Semitic because he say shit about Jews. Why is it okay for the Jews to get away with some of the shit that they do? Because we know it's some racist ass Jews out here. Let's just stop playing this game. It's some racist ass Jews out here. Let's just stop playing these dumbass games. Fuck out of here, man. And they ain't even the original Jews, nigga. These white Jews ain't original Jews. We all know this.
Lock kids out of their schools for 2 years, force them to get, quote, educated on the internet, but it's someone else's fault that they're, quote, alienated. They've been hearing about the Great Replacement Theory. You've heard a lot about the Great Replacement Theory recently. It's everywhere in the last 2 days, and we're still not sure exactly what it is. Here's what we do know for a fact. There is a
This is what we do know for a fact, you dumbass bitch. You dumbass. Oh my God, I can't stand this dude. Let me just say this. The kids was out of school because it wasn't safe for them to be there, even for the teachers, because we had a fucking virus going around in the world, not just our country, in the world, bitch. And just because you didn't take it serious and others don't take it seriously, that's on y'all. I told you I don't even argue with dumbass people about COVID. I don't argue with people, period, about it no more. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of my fucking energy. 1 million Americans died from COVID-19, but it ain't that serious. 1 million! We lost more people that had COVID in America than any war we ever been in. You stupid motherfuckers. Not arguing with you about this shit no more. And we had the kids like, bitch, they still was going to school. First of all, listen, and let's just like this go with this critical race theory shit. If you don't like what you think they putting critical race theory in the school, homeschool your fucking kids then, bitch. That's another thing. Fuck you bitches. Fuck you dumbass parents. You believe it's critical race theory that being taught in school? Well, homeschool your motherfucking kids or send them to a Christian school. Or Catholic school. Send them there, bitch. Nobody got time for y'all stupidity. Y'all dumb. And y'all want to fight dumbass shit that don't even exist. But you tell us, black folks, racism doesn't exist, but you're making up critical race theory being taught in schools. Who the fuck is the stupid person? Me or you? Who's making up this shit? Black people or you? There's no such fucking thing of critical race theory being taught in schools. I told you it ain't even about critical race theory. It's about just talking about race, period. They don't want it to be taught. They don't even want to talk about it. That's where these white racist pieces of shit at. They just don't want to talk about race anymore. You can't talk about Martin Luther King, bitch, without talking about racism. So what, you gonna get rid of Martin Luther King being, him being taught in history, about history in the schools? Because that's where y'all getting at. Rosa Parks. Shit, you can't even talk about Al Sharpton if you ain't gonna talk about racism. He was a part of the civil rights movement. Like, what? Jesse Jackson, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? You're just a bunch of ignorant ass white folks. And just be honest, you don't want to talk about race no more. You don't want your kids to talk about it because you are a bunch of fucking racists. And you want your kids to grow up to be racist. And you can't pretend, oh, I don't see color. That's insulting to a person that is black like me. It's insulting to me. I know better. Bitch, everybody sees color. Just like I see the stop sign, bitch. It's red. Red and white, bitch. I see the goddamn stop sign. I see the motherfucking light. It's red, green, yellow. Hello. Hello. Peter Shorty Low, man. The fuck out of here. Y'all stupid as a bitch. And just tell black people what it is. You don't want to talk about race no more. Ain't about no critical race theory. You don't want to talk about race. You don't want your kids to know about how racist your ancestors was. And maybe you still are. That's all it is. If your kid feel guilty about being white, whose fault is that? It ain't ours. It ain't the schools, bitch. It's you. Your white kids should never feel guilty about what the fuck their ancestors did. That's like I don't feel bad about gangbangers or black people that family members or people of mine that's gangbanging. I don't feel bad. I don't take no responsibility in why these niggas out here shooting and killing each other. Well, I take responsibility of it, but I don't feel guilty. Fuck I feel guilty for? I ain't out here killing nobody. I'm disappointed. I'm upset. I don't condone it. I fight against that shit. I don't want them doing it, but I don't feel guilty. Fuck out of here. Though they making a decision to go out here and be gangbanging, nigga. Feel guilty, nigga. I sleep good every night. The fuck I feel guilty for? I'm not putting out that type of atmosphere telling them go out and gangbang, nigga. I'm doing the opposite. Hey, man, put them weapons down, man. Let's do better, man. Go to school, get your job. Man, come on, man. Let's go to college. I'm on that shit. I'm not out here glorifying that shit. It ain't our fault, white people, that a lot of y'all sit out here and glorify y'all forefathers knowing that they was bad human beings. That ain't our fault. And then black people tell you how horrible they was and how horrible it was for our people, our ancestors, and for our people. And still to this day, how bad it's for us. Somehow, some way, your kids feel guilty. Maybe you may feel guilty. Maybe it ain't your kids. Maybe it's you. And then you project that shit onto them and to get them to feel that way. Because you've been teaching them that white is right. We dealing with horrible people here, people. They are. And see, my thing is, just be honest. See, I told you I like honesty. I like motherfuckers to tell me exactly what they feel and who they actually are. You say you don't want to talk about racism no more. Just be honest. But like I said, you can't keep glorifying and talking about Martin Luther King. Don't keep bringing him up, because when you talk about Martin Luther King, you're just going to talk about, I want all people to be equal. You can't just keep bringing that shit up, that quote. He talked about racism. The man got his ass whipped because of racism. Millions of our black people got they ass whipped because of racism. But you don't want to talk about it. Fuck y'all. Your kid feel guilty is because you make your kid feel guilty. It ain't got shit to do with the schools or us. You can't talk about history if you ain't gonna. You can't talk about history in this country and not mention racism. What is wrong with you? You hear people out here, and I had to correct people a lot of times. You know, Civil War. You know, that was about profit. It was about money. Yes, but what was the profit? What was the reason for the profit? Slaves. Racism. You ignorant bitches. We was the profit. We was the product. The fuck are y'all talking about? We were the labor. It ain't like we was getting paid. Think about it. We in the day and age, people. That's like if you got a business, right? You open up a business and you got workers and you don't pay them. Modern day slavery, nigga. Slavery. Fuck are you talking about? That's like even if you like people like, oh, you can't say jail is slavery. They get paid for when they work. Nigga, they ain't getting shit. Nigga, they getting that's some like that shit is worse than motherfuckers over in China, nigga. In these third world countries, nigga, where they got people working in these sweat factories, nigga, niggas in jail ain't getting paid shit. They working their ass off and ain't getting paid shit. The fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, nigga. I will never listen. God forbid I don't go to jail. Listen, I won't work at no motherfucking jail. That shit is slavery. I'm already nigga. You go to jail, you in slavery, nigga. It's modern day slavery. Get the fuck out of here. Niggas go to jail for smoking some weed. Get caught with some weed. Fuck out of here. The people addicted to dope, and our own government put this shit in our communities, and fentanyl and all that other crazy shit. They putting all this shit in our communities, allowing this shit to happen, but they want to lock niggas up for this. They want to lock people up, period, for this shit. When people addicted to this shit, and you gonna lock them up. Nigga, that's modern day slavery. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. I don't even understand why people still fall for the fucking okie doke. Why people don't vote these delusional ass, old ass dinosaurs the fuck up out of here. And if they're young, stupid motherfuckers, you should not give them the motherfucking credibility or the attention. Never let them be in power. These people are out here living in modern, like some old back in the day shit. They want to go backwards, nigga. Like, nah, bro. We want to go back to where we mistreat gay people and black people and Hispanics and everybody. They just want to go back and just, disenfranchise niggas again. That's all they want to go back to do. That's all the Republican Party and Trump is want to do. And they only want the law to work for them. That's what they did back in the day. The law works for them. Not for me's, for them. If you want to go backwards, I can't fuck with you. Listen, I still have old beliefs that I have, but they're good beliefs. They're not like some shit that harms others. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in abortion. I wouldn't get abortion. That's my choice. That I don't believe in that. It's like it's women. Like women don't believe in having abortions. They ain't gotta have it. Nobody's making them get an abortion. Nobody's pressuring them to get an abortion. You don't get abortion. And mind you, if you notice what's going on, you see nothing but white men talking that goofy shit about women, telling women what to do with their body. And then you got dumbass white people and some stupid minority people riding with that goofy shit because they religious, because they believe in that white God. Because them dumb motherfuckers still believe God is white. With all this technology, all this shit that you can find out information, and you still think God is white. You dumbass motherfuckers. Let's move on, man.
There is a strong political component to the Democratic Party's immigration policy. We're not guessing this. We know this, and we know it because they have said so. They've said it again and again and again. They've written books on it, and monographs, and magazine articles. They've bragged about it endlessly. They talk about it on cable news constantly. And they say out loud, we are doing this because it helps us to win elections. That's not something that's said once. It's something they've gloated about again and again and
Tucker,
again.
okay, all right. You do this, y'all do the same shit. How do you, and I'm not gonna be long on this one. How do you keep saying they do it over and over? Y'all write books, y'all put it in magazines, y'all write articles on y'all right-wing nut job shit. Y'all got y'all TV shows. Y'all put this same racist, y'all Republican propaganda and racist shit out all the time as well. Y'all have an agenda too. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You do the same shit. You're acting like you so much different. You're not different, Tucker. If you're saying that shit about the left, the right does the same shit. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? What the fuck are you talking about? You do the same shit. The Republican Party do the same shit. Just like the left. What are you talking about? You just have different ideologies. That's it. Y'all do the same shit. The one thing that y'all do have in common, right, is actually y'all take corporate money. That's why shit in the country doesn't get done. That's why the country fucked up. People struggling, people hurting. It should have been no way, people. You telling me all the money that they've been stealing from the American people, that we couldn't be home for 2 years? We spend billions. We just sent a couple of billions over there, over in Ukraine. 40 billion, 60 billion. I think they might have shut it. I think Paul Ryan shut it down. But fuck him. He ain't doing it because he's genuine about it. Fuck out of here. If I thought people was genuine about some of the shit that they talking about, people, I would actually want to sit down and have conversations. But people are not genuine. People are fake ass propagandists. People, they propagandists. They just throw out nonsense shit because it sounds good, and that goes from the left and the right. Doing photo ops, using people as photo ops, bringing on token people. Like, come on, man. Let's move on.
And again, and we think that's wrong. And in case you doubt us, here they are.
Blue wave is African American. Yeah. It's white, it's Latino, it's Asian Pacific Islanders. It is made up of those who've been told that they are not worthy of being here. Yeah. It is comprised of those who are documented and undocumented.
In a couple of presidential cycles, you'll be on election
Now, mind
night.
you, that was Stacey Adams. I'm not a big fan of Stacey Adams. She all right, but I ain't a big fan. She just put her people first. She said her people, the black people first. And she ain't lying. The Democrat Party is black people. Without us, they won't win. Just a fact. Just like when the midterms get ready to come up, they won't win because of us. That's why they get mad at black people. You hit Jim Clyburn, get upset. Y'all gotta get out and vote. Yeah, because y'all depend on us to keep saving that party. You got a rude awakening coming in the midterms because you still ain't did shit. You think black people, listen, I tried to tell everybody, black people ain't going to put up with this shit. They got 2 years to get their shit together. When Biden and they got the House and the Senate, I tried to tell y'all, black people is not going to put up with this shit no more. And like I said, black people, don't go out and vote for the Republicans. Don't vote at all. They don't deserve our vote. Neither one of them deserve our vote. Republicans going to win because, nigga, that party ain't built on black people. They can't depend just on, the Democrats can't depend on the Hispanic vote or the other minorities vote. You know why? Because they vote more to the Republicans than we do. So who wins? You gonna blame somebody, Democrats? Blame them other minorities, nigga. Stop blaming us. Stop blaming the black folks. You ain't getting our vote. And I'm telling black people, if they got from now to midterms, couple of months, 6 months, if I ain't mistaken, right? Excuse me. Less than that, probably 5 months. If they ain't did nothing for our people or for the people in America, period, past nothing for the people. Because see, black people ain't stingy like that. We ain't ignorant like that. If a bill passed where it helps help us and everybody else, we okay with that. But we seen all our hard work, all us going out to vote and all this other shit, and we ain't got nothing. Listen, Kelly, I know that, Kelly, but I'm just saying. I know that, you know that. I'm just saying to our black folks that still, kind of like, I'm going to go vote for the Democrats in the midterms. I don't know because they ain't doing nothing. But, let the Republicans in. No. The country is already fucked up right now. With anything that you think of the country right now, if it's economics or race or whatever it may be, the country is fucked up. And who's in control? Democrats. And they ain't doing shit. They ain't even fighting back against Joe Manchin or Sinema. That fucked their agenda up. They ain't doing nothing. So, I tell all black people, don't vote. And I know I'm going to get some blowback, but I don't give a fuck. That's my model right now. They haven't done shit. They ain't just, put like this, they ain't just not do anything for us. They did nothing for the Democrat voters. Nothing. They haven't done shit. They ain't even do shit for the Republican voters. Nothing. And they in power and ain't did shit. Nigga, it was almost like basically still having Trump in there. That's what it basically is. Ain't nothing. Trump ain't do shit, and neither did Biden. He haven't done shit. Black people, stay the fuck home. Don't go out and vote at all. At all. It's no reason for you to vote. Vote for what? For the same old bullshit? The power ain't switched. The power is actually where it is, Callie. The Republicans is running the country. They passing more policies and shit. If you go and vote locally. Anything in the government ain't nothing to vote for. They ain't gonna pass shit. They ain't gonna do nothing. Vote locally. Ain't no reason to vote for the presidential and the Senate and all that shit. It's no reason. They ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing. The power already switched, nigga. When the Democrats, by them not doing anything, the power is still in the Republicans' favor. They're doing whatever the fuck they want to do. They setting an agenda. So the power didn't really switch. They really didn't do, like, the Democrats got in there and they ran the Senate, they got the House, and they got the Congress. They haven't, got the Senate. They haven't done nothing. So the Republicans are still running that shit. The Democrats are irrelevant. Because you know why? Because these bitches do not know how to fight back. They have good policies, but they don't fight for the policies. They don't fight for them. Man, I'd have locked Joe Manchin daughter the fuck up. It's not like you doing it intentionally. Like, oh, you just going after her because of her daddy. Nigga, her ass should be locked up regardless of her daddy. She intentionally raised price gap, something like that, with medicine. It's something like she committed a crime. I can't think of it right now, but she committed that bitch should be locked up right now. She investigated. She ain't even, listen, I think she was investigated, but they ain't doing nothing. They just let it ride. And I'd have told Joe Manchin, I said, hey, look, we'll cut your daughter. I said, hey, look, I talked to the Attorney General and all them. Hey, man, I cut it short. You know what I mean? I try to get her a good deal or something. You pass that bill. But other than that, you know, I'm going to tell them to fight, go to the full throttle with this shit. I'm going to get her the max a sentence. People going to be like, oh, King, that's dirty. That's no, it's not. But first of all, ask yourselves, why they haven't arrested her ass yet? Our Attorney General ain't shit. I'm glad that piece of shit didn't get on the Supreme. He ain't get on the Supreme Court justice. I'm glad he ain't there. A piece of shit. He probably was better off being there than probably being an Attorney General. Why the fuck you make this bitch Attorney General? Man, he ain't doing nothing. Motherfucker horrible, man. Motherfuckers out here really committing crimes and they ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing shit. Merrick Garland ain't doing shit, bro. Fuck him.
Tonight, you'll be announcing that we're calling the 38 electoral votes of Texas for the Democratic nominee for president. It's changing. It's going to become a purple state and then a blue state because of the demographics.
The demographics of America are not on the side of the Republican Party. The new voters in this country are moving away from them. And instead, they're moving to be independents or to even vote on the other side.
An unrelenting stream of immigration. Non-stop. Non-stop. Folks like me who were Caucasian of European descent, for the first time in 2017, will be in an absolute minority in the United States of America. Absolute minority. Fewer than 50% of the people in America from then and on will be white European stock. That's not a bad thing. That's a source of our strength.
Now think about that. You got a white person sitting out here giving ammo to racists. Because that's what just Joe Biden just did. And he was saying that in 2015. Mind you, this ain't new. This, that is, the minority is going to take. Regardless if you want to stop people coming from the border, in 20 years, white people, you're still not going to be the minority. I mean, like you still, like you're not going to be the motherfuckers that it's going to be more y'all than us. It's not going to be that in 20 years. Just trying to tell you. You want me to tell you why? See, you keep. let me give you a secret. Let me give you a secret because you're so stupid, right? Because you listen to Tucker Carlson and shit, or even Joe Biden, dumb goofy ass. It ain't about the motherfucking minorities that's coming from other countries. You know what it's really about? Is that we're fucking your wives, white men. Because I know you white men, some of you racist white men, y'all upset, you know, because y'all don't believe in interracial dating. You get mad when you see black people fucking your white women. Or listen, some of you white men fucking black women, or fucking other minorities. Okay, that's why it ain't got nothing to do with the immigrants. But it got a little part to do with immigrants coming over here, but it mainly has to do with interracial dating. You stupid interracial, relationships, having babies, interracial, different races of people having babies. That's why you bitches will be irrelevant, not irrelevant, but it won't be more y'all than everybody. Because usually, believe it or not, a Barack Obama of the world usually identifies black. In any minorities, they usually identify from, identify they, as far as their race. Because that's y'all fault. That's y'all fault. Instead of you embracing that child, these children to embrace both races, you don't embrace it. You get mad at it. You discriminate against it. You push those Barack Obama's, them mixed children that's mixed with you, and tell them to go over there instead of embracing it. It's your fault. It's your fault. Why are you trying to blame immigrants? Or even white Democrats? Why are you blaming them? They see what we see. It ain't our fault that you can't see that. You keep thinking it's immigrants. No. It's those biracial kids that you do not accept. And you push them to their race. Their other half of their race. You do that. They got nothing to do with us. See, we accept our biracial brothers and sisters. We embrace them. You don't. That's your problem. And so don't get mad talking about replacing. You're replacing yourselves because you're ignorant. You're ignorant. You started this a long time ago when you was raping our women and impregnating them and disowning your ancestors was disowning their child. That's why black people can roll around in the world. We so different shapes of colors. I mean, different types of shades of colors. Because of y'all. Y'all did that. And now you're mad? You're upset? They're replacing us. You keep talking about the immigrants, nigga. They got black in them. But you know why? Because they most likely was a black country anyway. And you went over there and you did the same thing that you did in America. You did over there, Puerto Rico, Mexico, Native Americans, Muslim, Afghanistan, whatever. You go over there, you fuck with racist people and rape they people. And drop your seeds in them, and then now you're mad. What you mad about? What you mad about? It ain't our fault. It ain't our fault. They try to replace us. You replaced yourselves. It's gonna happen. Hopefully I'm still here for it. Go goofy ass bastards. They worried about the immigrants. No. White people fucking black people fucking white people. And you're disowning them. You racist bitch asses motherfuckers. You're disowning the Barack Obamas of the world. And then they run right over here. Cause you know why? Come on home. That's what we do. Come on. We accepted. Cause you know why? Cause we know how it feels to be disenfranchised. We know how it feels to be discriminated against. Come on home. Come on home, half-breed. Come on home. Come on over here. And that goes with any other race of people. We embrace that. That's the beauty of black people. You can say what the fuck you want about black people. You can say, oh, we thugs, we violent, or whatever. We accept people. Sometimes it's a gift, sometimes it's a curse. But sometimes it comes good for us sometimes. It's good for us that we have that. We embrace people. Come on home. Come on over here. We good. We might have problem with it a little bit, but hey, we adapt. That's one thing about black people. We adapt. You bitches can't adapt. A lot of you white folks, you can't adapt. That's your problem. And then you try to blame the immigrants coming over here. They're trying to change it. They're trying to replace us. No, you're replacing yourselves. You're replacing yourselves. You dumbasses. I just gave y'all some jewels, gave y'all the secret. Listen, you infatuated with black people so much. That's your problem. We tried to tell y'all we the culture. Keep blaming the immigrants. Go ahead. That's cool. You don't want nobody coming over the border, and you think that's going to stop you from being replaced. Go ahead. Let's move on. These motherfuckers is crazy. They so mad. They mad. They big mad, nigga. They mad replacing us. You're replacing yourselves. Ain't gonna be no more Tucker Carlsons out here. That's why the one little white boy went over there and did the mass shooting. God rest all those people's soul. I'm not laughing at that. Bad little stupid dumb motherfuckers. That dumb motherfucker talking about replacing. You're replacing yourselves. Hopefully your sister or your brother don't grow up racist and they come on over here to the duck side. Oh, these motherfuckers, it's too easy. They too easy, people. Let's go, man.
So you play clips of them saying it, and you're the deranged conspiracy nut. Maybe the funniest part is they may not be right. The Democratic Party has decided that rather than convince you, people who are born here, that their policies are helping you and making the country better and stronger, they will change the electorate. Again, they say that. We're not guessing. But the funniest part is they may be wrong, actually, judging by recent polling. It turns out your average Salvadoran landscaper has politics that are a lot closer to Donald Trump's than they are to Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi. So their basic calculation may be completely wrong. But that's not even the point.
No. You're right about that, but you wrong. You keep thinking about them immigrants. See, you keep worrying about the grown-ass people. I focus on the youth. They fucking each other. All the young folks, they fucking whatever race, nigga. They don't give a fuck. That's why I love young folks. They fucking each other, nigga, having babies, different national. It's the old people. It's the old motherfuckers. That's why they want to stop talking about racism. That's why they bring up critical race theory. That shit ain't happening in school. It doesn't matter. They fucking who they want to fuck. They having babies about who they want to have babies about. I ain't mad at the white people that get them a black baby. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about that. It's your black baby. Take care of that black baby. I don't care. You know what I mean? A lot of foster kids and kids in need. I don't care a fuck about that. At least they care about the goddamn kids. Not like these stupid ass Republicans. He keep worrying, like I told you, his thing is he keep worrying about the foreigners coming over here, coming in the country. And he not understanding that we're fucking their women, their men is fucking our women, and we having all these Barack Obamas. And they're shunning, a lot of them are shunning those Barack Obamas so they feel more black than white. And that goes for the dumbass minorities that ride with Donald Trump. You can come over here and vote for Trump all you want, but your kids is going to fuck one of us. Or we going to fuck one of them. You dumbasses. You're just stupid. And Tuck ain't lying. A lot of those third world, the people that come from these countries and shit, a lot of them are already programmed to be submissive. So when they get over here, they scared of white people. They scared of white folks. Because they understand the dynamics here. Because it's taught, even over in their own countries with, oh, black people ain't got no power, we ain't shit and all that. They put all them stereotypes out about us and white people get all the good credit. They better than everybody. That's how that goes. They watch the same shit. That's why they come over here and they side with those motherfuckers, them white supremacists. And they already obedient. They already obedient. Obedient ass niggas. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's why they be mad at black Americans, nigga, because we ain't obedient like that. A lot of us ain't like that. Because we understand, nigga, being obedient like that, especially on some racist shit, man, fuck y'all. Nigga, we will ride on your ass. That's why I said they keep talking about this civil war. I'm telling y'all, they not ready. They ain't built for it. They and a lot of these regular motherfuckers that talking about civil wars, regular motherfuckers, they ain't built for that. They hide behind white power that, you know, like the law enforcement and shit like that. And like I said, you acting like it ain't black people in law enforcement. Minorities ain't in that shit in the government. Nigga, what you talking about? We got some good white people up in the government. What the fuck you in the military? What's up? Y'all tripping. Fuck y'all think is gonna happen? Listen, you ever tried that civil war? So we will destroy this whole country. Would be destroyed. You ain't got to worry about China or Russia or, or anybody else, nigga. We will fuck this shit up. It won't be no more America. You think even if you attempt to try to enslave us, bitch, it won't be no more America. I just want to let you know that. To all you racists, ain't nobody playing with y'all.
There's nothing to do with who we're letting in. There's nothing to do with race and ethnicity. It has to do with two things. One, the purpose of the U.S. government is to serve American citizens, period. And two, you should never craft any federal, which is to say nationwide policy, in order to help a specific political party. That is by itself, in isolation, immoral. It doesn't matter what the policy is. And that's exactly
what the fuck are you talking about? You did it on what? It happens all the time. What are you talking about? You don't even want gay people to be married. You listen. I swear to God, boy. Listen, because I know Tucker Carlson viewers are stupid. But somebody like me, I understood exactly what. How the fuck can you say that when you help push in government with Republicans about abortion? Women can't have abortions. What are you talking about, bro? And that's going to be on a federal level. What are you talking about? They pass shit on the federal level all the time that don't benefit all Americans. What are you talking about? You old goofy ass bastard. But I told you, Tucker Carlson viewers are stupid. Trump people are stupid. The Trump voters, they are dumb as shit. I swear to God, the Tucker Carlson viewers, the Republican, y'all are stupid. The voter, y'all is dumb as shit. That man sit there and told you a bold-faced lie, and only the Democrats are doing that. And y'all ain't doing that? The Republican Party not? Are you serious? Both parties does that. Let's move on, man.
What they're doing. And again, they brag about it. And not just Democratic Party politicians. Virtually every media figure on the left has been bragging about this for decades. Oh, it's a conspiracy theory. Really? Well, here's Anna Navarro from her time as a Harvard fellow. This is what she wrote, quote, "The demographic trends show that the minority vote in the United States will continue to grow in numbers and influence. Unless you're under the influence of hallucinogens, it is hard to imagine future scenarios where the Republican Party can win national elections." That piece, by the way, is called "Old White Straight Male Voters Ain't What They Used to Be," end quote. So let's see, if you don't want people to be paranoid and angry, maybe you don't write pieces like that and rub it right in their face and give them the finger day after day. Maybe that would de-escalate it a little bit. You think, Joe Biden, Anna Navarro?
First of all, no, it wouldn't. Because it ain't like they lying. See, it's a difference between when you lie to people, which you do, Tucker. You admitted it in court that you are a liar. And that's why I still don't understand why they your viewers still believe in your nonsense. She ain't lying. Joe Biden is not lying. That's the difference. But nobody said people was coming to replace you. Just talking about the dynamics of race in a country where white people don't dominate the percentage of people in this country. See, they're mad because they're not going to be the ones that have the high percentage in the country where their fucked up beliefs overrides everybody else, which is happening now and been happening since the beginning of when they stole America. Didn't discover shit, they stole it. And they created their own constitution, their own rules to how shit go. Then get bamboozled with Africa, bamboozle African people to come over here on slave ships, to come over this country to be slaves. I always hear people a lot of times, even when they talk about like the African brothers and sisters back in the day, our ancestors that was probably enslaving somehow black folks or help and push out people over here in the country, over in this country with these Europeans and shit, and they bring us over here and they enslaved, and they try to act like, okay, all right, listen, I'm not saying what they did was right. I blame out somehow a lot of our black African brothers and sisters that allowed this shit, that allowed us to come over here to be slaves, that had a part in it. Yes, I blame Africa. You goddamn right I do. That's why I always say to brothers and sisters that come from Africa, don't come over this bitch acting like you better than us, bitch. We fought for where the fuck we at, and even if you want to call us lazy, we fought to be lazy, bitch. How about that? So don't get me twisted. I'm just as angry as at our brothers and sisters from Africa for some of them being a part of this shit, our ancestors. But let me explain something to everybody. It still doesn't make it right that white Europeans did what they did to us here. Too wrong. Just because somebody else did it doesn't mean that you should do it. People just think about it. It's just almost like, okay, well, because we can start saying the same shit, right? The mass shooter, right? The white domestic terrorist went to a black neighborhood and shot up everybody at that market in the black community. We should say, it should be enough. Hey, one of you gangbanger niggas, go over there and shoot up and go in a white neighborhood and shoot up that neighborhood. Does it make it right? Or is it still wrong? It's still wrong, ain't it? It's still fucked up. This gangbanger still goes and kill innocent people just like the motherfucking white domestic terrorist. How's it better? How's it better? I understood what our African brothers and sisters did, our ancestors, but it doesn't make it right that the white Europeans did the fuck they did to us and continue to do it. How's it right? That's like a motherfucker say, hey, motherfucker blame say, well, I did this, you did it. Motherfucker say, you did this, you fucked this up. Well, you say, well, what's the name did it too? How did that make it right? Or what the fuck you did? They continue to do that. People do that all the time. Just because, that's like your kid. It's certain shit, all right, it's another kid that do something. What's the name stole? I don't give a fuck what what's the name did. I give a fuck about what you did. Why do you think because what's the name did that, it's okay for you to do it? It's not okay. Is that what we telling the children? Because what's the name did it, you should do it. What's the name of gangbanger? So you might as well be a gangbanger. What's the name of white domestic terrorist? So you should be a domestic. It's okay for for you to go to be a domestic terrorist. Come on, bro. It doesn't make it right, bro. I don't, and that's crazy that people do that. I'm not saying we ignore what that person did, but that it's almost like prime example. And I'm move on from it to make it even simple. If your spouse cheat on you, right? Yeah, they did some fucked up shit. It's wrong. You want to get some get back, right? I'm gonna go out and fuck somebody else. Does it make it right? No. You actually make the situation even worse. Because you probably, that person gonna feel hurt. Now instead of the person feeling guilty for what the fuck they did to you, and they find out what you did, now they can say, well, you did the same shit that I did. How the fuck you better? You went out and fucked around on me too. All right, I did what I did, but you ain't had to do that. Do it make it right that you just did that? Well, I had to do it because you did it. It doesn't make the shit better. You just made the situation worse. And instead of the person that did some bad shit feel guilty and have to go through the process to fix the shit, you then now gave that person an opportunity to say, man, fuck this whole relationship. Fuck this shit. Give a fuck about none of this motherfucking shit. Bitch, you done went out, or nigga, you done went out and cheated on me? You done seen it. Dude go out and fuck a fucking chick or something like that, and the chick go out and fuck a family member or a friend of yours. That's even worse. Like, at least the chick that out fucking you ain't know her. But you fuck somebody I know. Trying to tell y'all, man. This is the type of shit we dealing with. Childish shit. These grown-ass people acting childish. Let's move on, man.
Navarro. But they're not the only two. This has been the prevailing view on the left for a long time. Here's a Politico piece from 2013. We could go on for hours, by the way, but here's this, quote, immigration reform could be a bonanza for Democrats. The Democratic Party, the piece said, are, quote, pumping as many as 11 million new Hispanic voters into the electorate a decade from now in ways that could produce an electoral bonanza for Democrats and cripple Republican prospects in many states they now win easily. End quote. Again, as noted, that calculation may be completely wrong. A lot of those people the Democrats are importing may wind up being deeply sympathetic to the other party because they're actually not white liberals. That's the secret. But it almost doesn't matter how they vote. Thinking about politics in those terms is immoral. That is wrong. You are gaming the system. That is not democracy. It's the opposite, and they bragged about it for more than
And first of all, it is no different when Republicans gerrymandered districts. It's no difference. You talking all that shit and acting like it's just almost like, all right, you saying what they did. Just go off of his narrative and he's saying what's true, what the Democrats is doing. Well, why are you gerrymandering shit? Because if what you're saying your movement is right, and you saying and your principles of what you're saying is right, then people should side with you, and people will figure out, damn, this is what the Democrats is doing. You can't do that, but you gerrymander. That's why I said, listen, man. It's bullshit. They will split a black neighborhood up. That's what Ron DeSantis is trying to do. He want to split up a county that's mainly black people and split it, gerrymander it, split it up. So those black people, their votes really ain't really that much. Listen, this is the real reason why that the Electoral College is actually is here. because of shit like this of gerrymandering. I don't even like the Electoral College. But this is why that is here. Because of this type of shit. Gerrymandering. And then if he's so much right, he's saying, well, a lot of these immigrants are coming over here and they riding with Trump. Well, why you gerrymandering? Why are you bitching and complaining about these disenfranchised people that's coming from other countries, these immigrants coming over here then? Why are you bitching and complaining about it then? Since your narrative is what you saying is right, Tucker. But what is true, yours or theirs? I'm going to get to the end of it because I need y'all to understand what he's doing. I need y'all to listen very clearly of what he's saying and what he's doing because I'm going to break some shit down to you. I'm going to show you exactly what he's doing. And this is why America lives in a cult. And we unfocus. We don't focus on, we not even, a lot of us ain't even intelligent enough to catch what I'm getting ready to catch. I'm getting ready to tell y'all that I already caught from the beginning to now. We almost at the end of it. And when I say what I'm getting ready to say at the end, then you'll understand what I'm talking about. What he just did. That's why he's not genuine.
About it for more than a decade. Here's another example, also from 2013. The Center for American Progress announced that, quote, supporting real immigration reform that contains a pathway to citizenship for our nation's 11 million undocumented immigrants is the only way to maintain electoral strength in the future. Oh, race replacement theory, anyone? These people are lunatics. They're telling you what their strategy is. When you note it, they scream at you and call you a criminal. In 2018, the New York Times published an editorial called, "We Can Replace Them." Just in case subtlety is not your thing. Quote, right now, America is tearing itself apart as an embittered white conservative.
Can I just say this? He got a horrible ass laugh. Sound like a goddamn cartoon character. His laugh don't even sound real. Wow. Anyway, man, let's move on, man. Because I want y'all to listen to exactly what he's saying. He actually tells on himself. He actually tells on himself.
Conservative minority clings to power, terrified of being swamped by a new multiracial polyglot majority. Right, okay. In 2020, Joe Scarborough, real moral voice over at MSNBC, quoted this: Trumpism accelerated damage done by demographic changes and will harm Republicans for years. Demographics is destiny, end quote. Are you allowed to say that? Once again, they're wrong. And if you haven't looked at an electoral map recently, look at the districts, the almost 100% Hispanic districts in the Rio Grande Valley that are bearing the brunt of our open borders. They're now red. So you're wrong, Joe Scarborough, but the fact that you're saying demographics is
because you are gerrymandering. That's why. That is why. They even gerrymandering not just black communities, they're gerrymandering other minorities' communities. That's why they're red. Listen, let me explain something to people very, very clearly. The Republican Party agenda is not that big in America. And I keep telling everybody this. It's more good people than bad in America. The reason that it seems like Republicans win because they are getting into power and they are gerrymandering, basically cheating. That's what they're doing. That's basically what they've been doing for decades now. They've been working on this gerrymandering. They've been gerrymandering since the 60s. They've been doing this shit since the 60s. Since the civil rights era. Like, they've been gerrymandering, like, I'm trying to tell y'all. Ever since black people had the right to vote, they've been gerrymandering. They've been trying to stop black people from voting from a long time. And minorities and immigrants. That's why, listen, I just need all the Italians, all the Jewish white people, all the Scottish or what's the other motherfucking Europeans? God damn it. The Australians. All you bitches, when y'all first got here, y'all was immigrants. They did not see y'all as white Europeans. They started to make you white Europeans when they started to see a pushback from y'all communities and our communities. Our community. That's why they all of a sudden, oh, now y'all white. They didn't look at y'all as white. They looked at you just like they no different than the Mexicans or black folks. But you fell for the trick. That's why they are in power. These racist ass white folks. Y'all need just do a little history. It'll help you. I swear it'll help you, and it'll open your mind up to the white supremacy in the country. To a lot of you self-proclaimed white folks in the country. You used to be immigrants. Your ancestors, they used to treat your ancestors like shit. Just like they treated us. Y'all wasn't as equal to them. Let me ask you a question. To all the Jews, right? Why do you think that white Americans went over there and took black people? We were still I'm trying to think at that time. Yeah, we were segregated at that time. And Americans went over there to help your ancestors out in Germany to fight Hitler. Why y'all think they did that? Why you think white America did that? It wasn't because it was some genuine shit. You was being mistreated. No. Because soon after the war was over, you won or whatever. What happened? They gave y'all reparations. We didn't do shit to y'all. America ain't do shit to y'all. We didn't enslave y'all. But we gave y'all reparations. I'm sorry, my bad. Black people didn't give you shit. Because we couldn't vote to give you reparations. White people in this country gave y'all reparations. Why is that? Ask yourselves that. They done bamboozled y'all. And you need to get it very, very clearly. I need all blacks and Jewish Europeans to understand this. The Jewish community. Do not try to pretend to us, black folks, that y'all don't have no racist people in y'all community. Okay? Don't try to play mind games with us. Y'all are just as racist. Some of y'all are just as racist as these white folks in this country. Your European counterparts. Because you keep acting like you somewhat different. Because your hair get a little curly and shit like that. You know about white Europeans. And being a Jew is not a religion. I mean, not a religion. It's not a race. I'm sorry. Being a Jew is not being a different race. It's a religion. You are a European white person. And that's why they discriminate against y'all because of the simple fact of like that was their nature anyway. They actually, these white motherfuckers that's here in America, where you think Hitler got his shit from? From white Europeans here in America. His whole ideology, he got this shit from white people here. And they did that to y'all. Keep acting like these white people here in America give a fuck about you Jewish people. It ain't black people coming to you. You call us anti-Semitic all the fuck you want. Who's coming to your churches and shooting up your churches? Is it black people? Is it black folks? Who had a march and said Jews won't replace us? Was it black people? Was it black folks? Jewish people? Who was it? It was white folks. Wasn't us. You ain't see a black person in that goddamn rally. You ain't hear no black person talk about Jews can't replace us. Jews can't replace. You ain't see no niggas. Now you'll spot a nigga in there. But you mad at us. Yeah, all right. Let's move on. I told you, man. They don't want to have real conversations about racism in this country because they can't have real conversations with real black people about racism because, like I said, I'm not saying black people can't be bigoted. Yes, we can. We can be bigoted, yes. But we can't be racist. We don't have the power to be racist. And I keep saying that. When you see the coons and shit, that's different. That's house nigga shit. Those black people ain't got no power. The Canizos of the world, they ain't got no power. They are token Negroes. They are house niggas. Do your history. It always be the house niggas out there running their mouth, defending massa. How you gonna talk about racism? Talk about massa said this, and massa said that. Go look at some of them slavery movies with the house niggas. Go look at them. You know what they should do? They should do a movie about house niggas. So motherfuckers understand the difference between field Negroes and house niggas. We had black people selling us out way back then. You can talk about our ancestors in Africa all you want, but we had black people selling us out even here. It's still to how Deontay Wilder say, still to this day, they still selling us out. That's house nigga talk. Every time I hear kid, it's always house nigga talk. Let's move on.
His destiny tells you the great replacement theory is coming from the left. They don't think it's a theory, they think it's real. In 2021, the Washington Post's Jen Rubin celebrated a report that the number of white people in this country was declining. Can you even imagine? Quote, "This is fabulous news," she wrote. "Now we need to prevent minority white rule." My God, talking like that. Is there any more divisive thing you could write? We could give you a million more examples. We're offended by this because...
Listen, you can be offended all you want. You come out and you talk about people trying to get rid of white men. White men, Tucker Carlson, because I know you like to not talk about history like you're supposed to. You try to rewrite history. Listen, white men created the Constitution. No woman was involved with it. No blacks was involved in it. No minorities was involved in help creating the Constitution. Just a fact. So now you bitch ass white people want to be mad because now black people, minorities, and women want to be acknowledged like we supposed to. That's a problem for you. And y'all ain't going to just dictate shit because you white men. That's what you bitching and arguing about, your bitch ass. But that ain't our fault. That's y'all. Y'all created a constitution without involving women, blacks, and other minorities. You did that. Your ancestors did that, Tucker Carlson. Has nothing to do with the rest of us. We had no vote, had no say. And now you mad hundreds of years later? That motherfuckers like, we glad you bitches ain't gonna be in power no more. You've been destroying communities, races of people in this country. And you're mad? You're upset? Your feelings is hurt? Oh, I don't give a fuck. All you dumbass racist white men, fuck y'all. I'm glad y'all bitches' feelings is hurt. I'm glad y'all upset. I'm glad you're upset. You've been running amok around this country for hundreds of years, generations of years of discriminating against women, black people, and other minority people, and you acting like somehow, some way you the victim, bitch? You created a constitution without women. Your own white women. Get the fuck out of here. And you mad. They mad, people. They mad. And to all you dumbass white women that's okay with what Tucker Carlson is saying, you stupid bitches. Pick a book up. Google, internet. Learn your full history. The real history. You bitches didn't have no say. And if you okay with you not having no say, then you're stupid. Any of you dumbass white women. If you think that it's okay for these white men to tell you what the fuck to do, then you're stupid. You dumbass. And then at the same time, how you mad at the Taliban or the Muslims in some of these countries where the women ain't got no say? Huh? How you mad? You don't even want to have a say. In your own country. You want that white man to tell you what to do. Huh? You dumb, some of you dumbass white women, you're dumb as shit. To side with these goofy ass racist men. Get the fuck out of here. You're dumb as shit. Don't quote Martin Luther King, bitch. He fought for y'all rights too, you white women. He fought for y'all shit. All people. Women, sex, whatever. He fought for all this shit. Man got his ass whipped. He got assassinated because of you motherfuckers. And then you don't need, now you in the modern day era and you still fighting against him? Man, jump off the roof, man. Jump off the roof. You don't even, listen, take Martin Luther King out the schools. We'll teach that shit to our kids. You don't even deserve Martin Luther King. I'm good with it. Don't just take Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, take them all out. You ain't got to teach your kids none of that shit. We'll teach our kids that. We'll teach them. We'll teach them about Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and the rest of them. We'll do that. Y'all don't deserve Martin Luther King. Y'all never did. You dumbass bitches. Some of you dumbass white women. Y'all dumb as shit. Let's move on, man. That shit is ridiculous.
Because it's wrong, and we've said so. But for saying so, according to Carl Cameron on MSNBC today, we should be thrown in jail. Watch.
You got to watch out because the Republicans have become the purveyors of misinformation. And when our two-party system is broken like that, democracy is seriously in trouble. The president acknowledged that. It's time to actually start doing things and maybe taking some names and putting people in jail.
Maybe taking some names and putting people in jail.
Yes.
Who would those people be? Well, thanks to the Senate Majority Leader.
Well, believe it or not, you, Tucker Carlson, and anybody is still okay with that insurrection. How you go against your own country? I told you, anybody that's okay with Confederate flags and they don't want to get rid of Confederate flags, they are traitors to America. Because these are the same people, if this shit happened back in the Civil War, they would side with Confederates. I keep telling y'all that. Anybody that's okay with Confederate statues or any of that shit, any of that Confederate shit, they are traitors to the country. You have to worry about those people. They don't actually believe in democracy. They don't actually believe that black people should be able to be equal in this country or any other race or women to have rights. They are traitors to the country. We fought a whole war over this shit. And these bitches are sitting there acting like we supposed to glorify these same old Confederates, these same traitors. Listen, I don't care what color skin you are. If you're a good person in this country, regardless if you black, white, whatever, gay, whatever you may be, what gender you may be, if you good people, if you see a motherfucker wearing hanging flags of Confederate, stay the fuck away from them. Don't talk to them. They are traitors to America. If you have people defending Confederates, they are traitors to the country. Plain and simple. We fought this war already. And these bitches are still sitting there acting like it's a part of history. Okay, if that's a part of history, we still talk about the Confederates. You don't want to talk about the Civil War. That is history. You don't want to talk about the Civil Rights era. That is history of America. If we can talk about Confederates, why the fuck we can't talk about racism in this country? Because Confederates was racist. And any Confederate to this day is racist, nigga. If you glorify it, you defend it, you're a racist. Plain and simple. Nobody got time to deal with your goofy shit. Pretending we tripping. Oh, we tripping. Tucker, we tripping, huh? We lost our mind. Oh, we trying to change the country. You goddamn right we trying to change this bitch. This piece of shit, racist ass country. And you're a part of the problem, bitch. You're a part of the problem, Tucker. It's okay, some of you white folks get on platforms and talk how bad black people are, but we tell you about your history of your ancestors. Oh, it's a problem. You making our kids feel insecure. They don't feel good about themselves. Listen, black people, I would never as a grown-ass black man that has a child, that has nieces and nephews, and know the struggle, and know what's going on, been discriminated against, why the fuck would I want to make a white kid feel so uncomfortable they can't talk race to me, talk about racism, or get taught about racism? If they uncomfortable, let me explain. I want them to be uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable even talking about it. So why the fuck they ain't gonna be uncomfortable about it? I want every fucking body to be uncomfortable about racism. And I don't give a fuck what color skin you are. Everybody should be uncomfortable. Every race. The fuck are you talking about? My kid's uncomfortable. I want my daughter to be uncomfortable talking about it. So I want your motherfucking kid to be uncomfortable about it. It's no play. This ain't playground time. When you talk about history, bitch, ain't nothing funny about it. Regardless, if it's a white kid or a black kid, ain't nothing fun about history. Nothing. Uncomfortable. Bitch, please. You bitches, please. If you're uncomfortable, I'm glad you're uncomfortable. And I don't give a fuck what race you are. I'm glad you're uncomfortable. You should be. When you're talking about racism, regardless of this country or any other fucking country. Everybody should be unfucking comfortable. It's real, bitch. We don't get to pretend that it doesn't exist. Only time, gun violence means something, when the black people do it, or the minorities do it. But when a white racist motherfucker go shoot us some shit, he mentally ill. It ain't that big of a deal. I hope everybody's uncomfortable with racism. Every race, every sex, every gender, every religion. I hope all of you motherfuckers are uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable, so I want you uncomfortable. You think I'm happy about racism, motherfucker? How's racism going? No, bitch. I'm upset that it even still continue to go on. I'm saddened by this shit. I'm pissed about it. You goddamn right we should be uncomfortable. Bitches want to play stupid. Try to ignore shit. Listen, all my life, bro, I could not ignore shit that what was going on around me. I couldn't ignore it. It was there. How the fuck I supposed to... Nigga, I'm starving. I ain't eating. I'm supposed to ignore not eating, nigga? But they mad about racism. Let's just, we don't see no color. Bullshit! If you don't see no fucking color, why the fuck are you giving kids crayons? The fuck out of here, you dumbass bitches. You don't want to talk about race, bitch. Don't you ever call me a black person then. When you see me, or you want to identify me, or whatever it may be, don't ever call me a black person. Or African American. Don't ever fucking call me shit. Since you don't see no color. It's just a human being that just robbed me. What is the description? Human being? Had on a white shirt. You can't even describe a fucking shirt then. Don't describe a shirt. Don't describe nothing. If you don't see fucking color, you stupid bitches, if you don't see color and you continue to try to teach your kids not to see color, you stupid bitches, don't talk about crayons. Don't talk about color. Don't talk about a shirt, the color of a shirt. Don't talk about the color of nothing, motherfucker. My background ain't no color. It's no color back there. You see no color, right? You stupid bitches. Was running around here with that dumb, goofy shit. What fucking universe y'all living in? Dumbass, you're stupid. Listen, some of you motherfuckers are just stupid. You're just stupid. Some of you white people are just stupid as fuck. I don't see no color. Yeah, you do. How about you just say I try to treat everybody as equal, regardless what their race or whatever it is. Don't tell me you don't see color. It's insulting to me. As somebody that is a certain shade of color, which is black. You goofy bitches. These motherfuckers want to live in La La Land so badly to brainwash people to get back to the old shit. Nah, bitch, we see color. I see color. I see some crack-ass crackers. That's what I see, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna pretend I don't see racists, nigga. I see a whole bunch of you bitches. Get the fuck out of here, man. Let's move on.
Majority Leader Chuck Schumer of New York, we now know. Schumer just sent a letter to our bosses here at Fox News blaming this show for the mass murder in Buffalo, as well as several other mass shootings in recent years. According to Chuck Schumer, this show spreads, quote, dangerous rhetoric and needs to be pulled off the air immediately in the name of public safety.
Well, you did the same shit with the Black Lives Matter movement. You said all them people that was committing violence, the left did that. Ain't that what you said, bitch? Ain't that what you said? So now the mass white supremacist shooter that you glorify racism, you let these racist people have a say now. They can speak boldly now. You think you have no say in, you have no responsibility into that. But it's okay for you to say the left is okay with Antifa and some of the violent motherfuckers that was supposed to be with Black Lives Matter. You blame them, but they can't blame you for this shit. That's what you trying to tell us? Somehow you purr, nigga, huh? Fuck you, Tucker Carlson. I'm far from stupid. You might got your audience fooled, bitch, and some of these other stupid motherfuckers are fooled, but I ain't fooled. It's okay for you to say the shit to other motherfuckers and accuse them of some shit, but nobody can accuse you. Yeah, all right, man. Fuck out of here, bitch.
Again, Chuck Schumer is a federal official. He is the leading Democrat in the United States Senate. And he is calling for media censorship. Now, there was a time, like maybe 18 months ago, that would be considered a direct violation of the First Amendment. Now, we hear it every day. Let's throw them in jail. We wanted to hear more from Chuck Schumer about this. We invited him on the show tonight, as we always do.
Well, it's the same shit that they trying to censor people. That he had no problem with Ron DeSantis sanctioning and going after Disney because they didn't. All they said that they disagree with that don't say gay bill. And Ron DeSantis is down there running them up, beefing with Disney because Disney said no, we with the gay people. But I don't hear Tucker Carlson talking about that, censoring them. I don't hear none of that. Retaliating on them because they did their First Amendment right. And they're private-owned business. I don't hear you talking about that. I hear you going, you actually going against them. They was just speaking their truth. And like I always keep telling people, when it's a private owned business, you don't have to go there. If Disney is too gay for you, don't go, bitch. If it's too gay, it's too black, or it's too whatever, don't go, bitch. Because you won't see me at a Trump rally, motherfucker. Or a Klan rally. Or a Tiki Torch rally, bitch. I don't go to Taco Bell's no more because the owner rides with Donald Trump. I don't go. I don't spend my motherfucking money, you goofy bitches. You got the choice of not fucking with shit. That is the First Amendment, you stupid bitches. Don't go. Don't go to Walt Disney. Don't support Walt Disney. Oh, you stupid motherfuckers. You want to do your little fake ass protest. You want to do your little bullshit ass shit to go against Disney. Fuck out of here, man. I got my problems with Disney, nigga, but god damn it, are you motherfuckers, you crazy? You gonna shun them? You gonna go after them? You're a governor. And you want to go at Disney because they said they don't agree with your bill that you passed, bitch? So what, you gonna go at the regular citizens because, or other private owned businesses that say fuck that bill? We disagree with that motherfucker. He wrong. Are you gonna go after them too? You bitch ass nigga. Fuck Ron DeSantis and fuck Tucker Carlson, because that bitch always talking that First Amendment shit, but he ain't saying nothing about Ron DeSantis. Everybody got to agree with that right-wing bullshit. And that goes for you religious people. Fuck y'all too. Some of y'all religious people, fuck y'all too, man. Nobody got to be religious, bitch, because you religious. All right, that's what you chose to do. The fuck out of here. Nobody got to believe in your motherfucking religion, bitch. Nobody asks you to marry a gay person. You ain't even got to let gay people in your church. Any gay person, you don't go to a fucking church that don't accept gay people. That's fine. I told y'all I'm okay with segregation, nigga, and I'm okay with shit. Fuck these motherfuckers, man. It's more of us than them. Fuck them. But they don't have a right to pass laws and policies because they agree with they shit. We all got to follow they shit. The fuck out of here, bitch. You acting like, oh, you don't like us? We don't like you motherfuckers. Should we pass a bill for that? You don't like us, we don't like you, pass bill. You stupid bitch. I keep saying this to these white police officers. If you so afraid to be in these black communities, bitch, why are you policing in them out communities? Go to your fucking community, bitch. If it's so stressful, it's so much danger, go to your fucking community. Where ain't no but white people at. Go there, bitch. Sick of these motherfuckers, man. This shit ain't complicated, people. They making it complicated. They want to fight. They want to have this tit for tat bullshit. Some of this shit is not complicated. Hey, man, just shut the fuck up. How about it sometimes? Hey, man, go to your own fucking community. You bitches. I'd rather see more people look like me that's police officers in my community than you. And vice versa, nigga. The fuck out of here. You in our community, you so scared, and you this and you that. Get the fuck out of our community. Stop policing in our community, bitch.
Because he is a coward, this is the only media appearance, probably in history, he's turned down.
Subscribe to the Fox News YouTube channel.
Anyway, yeah, and he on YouTube spilling his hate, and YouTube is okay. They got this shit on YouTube, and YouTube, you talking about me bullying people and saying, putting out misinformation. But Tucker Carlson can do it, and you ain't blocking this shit. You ain't giving them no strikes on Fox News. You ain't doing that. The fuck out of here, man. The fuck out of here. Can't stand that shit. That it's always a double standards to shit. And these bitches sitting out here acting like, oh, I'm bullying or something. This motherfucker he's on YouTube, promoting YouTube. It's YouTube. He's on YouTube. He's putting out misinformation. He put out misinformation about COVID. Did you take him down? Did you do that? YouTube, did you do that shit? No, you didn't do that. This motherfucker got 200,000 views. I come with nowhere close to that. But you shut my channel down because I was bullying. Get the fuck out of here. This man puts out hate all the time. Did you take his shit down? The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. And I know I don't put out hate. I know I don't try to. I don't. And if I'm wrong about something, I'll come and retract. I don't intentionally try to put out misinformation. I want people to know the truth. And if it's my opinion, it's my fucking opinion. But now you're telling people like me is because I have an opinion about some shit. Oh, I'm bullying or I'm putting out misinformation. No, I'm not. Tucker, if I'm putting out misinformation, Tucker Carlson doing it too. The fuck out of here, man. And we know he lying. You know YouTube, he's lying. The man is documented in court as saying he's fucking a liar. The fuck out of here, man. We right back, people. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We right back.
Hey guys, it's Shay, member of OBF The Squad. I've been kicking it out here for over 6 years, which means I'm not new to this shit. I'm straight up true to it. I believe in the intent, the mission of this channel, which is to uplift, to inspire, and to educate. Here at OBF, we talk about everything. We cover the latest and greatest. You're going to get our opinions. We definitely cover the facts. You're going to get it 100% raw, uncut, and straight up real. So come on over to OBF and come kick it with your girl. Holla!
I said, hey, yo, it's your boy Weezy, straight out there, L. Opinion but facts. Hottest show on the internet. We talk about everything from religion, politics, race. It doesn't matter. We're not running for any topic. So if you want to be in the building, come and join the discussion. Shout out to my boy Kenny from starting this platform. And I'm thankful just to be a part of it. So when you come in the building, keep it funky like gym shoes. So we keeps it popping like Orville Redenbach. How about that? And those are the facts. One time.
This your man LT, member of OBF The Real. Subscribe to the channel where we talk about sports, politics, issues, race, whatever you like positive. Subscribe to my brother Kenny channel, Opinion But Facts, where you keep it real. OBF for life.
All right, people, we back from quick commercial break. Yeah, man. See, like, a lot of times, you know, people, I know a lot of people probably be like, yo, Kenny be getting upset, he be tripping and shit. Like, yo, I get upset and I get mad because I don't like people lying, man. And there's no reason to lie. And the bad part about it, we have people out here that believe in lies. People that's misinformed, don't even take the time out to actually really do research. Like, I don't believe everything that I hear. I go and do research. Even if it's a Democrat or a Republican, I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't give a fuck who you are. I go and research. And if I don't know something, I say I don't know something. And until I learn about it or I know about it or I do my research about it, I do it. But if I don't know something about something, I say I don't know it. I don't know nothing about it. I don't want to really speak too much on it. If you're asking me for my opinion, I can't really sometimes give you opinions about certain stuff if I don't know nothing about certain stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like, so a lot of my opinions is, like I always tell you, a lot of my opinions is really based off of facts, because some fact I don't like to give opinions about certain shit when I don't have the information. I don't have the facts. So it just irritates the fuck out of me that people, I think what pissing me off a lot of the time, I know that it's stupid people out here that actually believes in the nonsense shit that Tucker Carlson and people like him says. And they just go with that shit. And they ride with that shit. And innocent people get hurt. Innocent people get approached and get discriminated against because of motherfuckers like Tucker Carlson. And then he try to sit here and pretend, oh, it's the other side. Bitch, it's you. If it's the other side, then it's you too. You act like you so innocent. You ain't out here trying to hurt nobody. Your words don't affect people to make people go out and do shit. You're trying to minimize your word power. That's what he be trying to do. That's what Republicans do. The fuck out of here, man. So angry about that shit. Like, it's just like, and it makes me upset that people fall for this shit. That's what pisses me off more. That people actually fall for this shit that Tucker Carlson is talking about. Like, what the fuck? You don't see that this dude is lying? You don't see this dude is misdirecting? And the thing I wanted everybody to do at the end, this is what I wanted to tell everybody. You know how he started off talking about the mass shooting? He ended up talking about Joe Biden and the Democrat Party and made it, and he made it, right? Political. He did the same shit that he said Joe Biden did. That's what I wanted everybody to understand. You can watch this video back. You can go watch the video of Tucker Carlson talking about this. Watch how he started off in the beginning of the shit when I did it. Of he was talking about the mass shooting. He didn't say how, remember he said in the beginning of it, he kept saying, oh, well, you know, let's talk about, you know, how we can prevent these things. He never talked about it. He never talked about how we can prevent this shit. How we can help fix these situations so these things won't happen again. He never said nothing about it. All he did, he started off talking about the mass shooting and he went straight to doing his political bullshit. Going to, let's hit the left, Joe Biden and them. They the wrong people. They the one, you know, it's almost basically blaming Joe Biden and them for the mass shooting. And then he tried to say, oh, they doing the same thing. You know, they did this, they was doing that. Well, Tucker, you did it too. You said they were trying to blame the left and blame you. You turned around and did the same thing, bro. You turned around and did the same exact shit. That was the jewels and the knowledge that I wanted the people to get at the end of the day of all this whole live stream. I wanted people to understand. He went from talking about the mass shooting, how bad or whatever, and then he had a nerve to say, oh, well, what could we do about it to fix it? Nobody want to talk about how to fix it. He never talked about how to fix that, the mental illness. First of all, you can't talk about fixing something when you don't have the right people talking about it. We need people that know how to deal with mental illness. To give the people the knowledge to know how to deal with that. Giving them the resources. That's how you fix this shit. We shouldn't have people like Tucker Carlson talking about who's mentally ill and who's not when he has no fucking degree in it. He haven't sat down with people that actually deals with this type of issues as far as mental illness. He don't have a panel on to say, let's talk about mental illness. No, all he want to do is fight. Talk about culture wars. Do political shit. Be political. So what the fuck are you talking about, Tucker? You off-brand ass motherfucker. Anyway, people, let me get out here. I'm past the 3-hour mark. Leave your comments. Hit that like button. Support your boy. It's your boy, Mr. OBF. Make sure you guys subscribe to OBF The Family. Make sure you guys subscribe to my new channel, Mr. OBF. Make sure you guys, if you can, it's possible that you can donate to the channel. Go to scrolling at the bottom. If you gotta go back and look at this video again to get the thing for the Cash App and everything else, go to the Cash App and go to OBF The Real Cash App and donate to the channel. We highly appreciate it, people. Leave your comments, hit that like button. It's your boy, Mr. OBF. Peace and love to the world. Oh shit. My bad.
Hey, it's Shay. I've been deemed the mother of OBF, which means I care for this channel. I care for each and every member of this channel. I've been kicking it with OBF for more than 6 years, which means I'm not new to this shit. I'm true to it. I believe in the intent of this channel. I believe in the mission, which is to inform, to educate, to notify, and to discuss. Here, we talk about everything, the latest and the greatest. You're going to get our opinions. You're going to get the facts raw and uncut, straight up real, 100%. Besides doing that, I think we've created something that haven't been done yet on this YouTube platform. We've created a squad that not anybody could be a member of. You have to be real. You have to be inspirational. You have to be positive. And most of all, you have to be consistent. You probably see on the show, we fight. We fight for our opinions. We fight for what we believe in. We fight, yes, as a family. But behind the scenes, we love even harder. Here at OBF The Squad, we are not kinfolk. We are straight up family. And I'm proud to be a member. Shay out. OBF for life.